welcome back to the channel. Metal Marty Mac back with my top 10 favourite albums of the year. Hopefully somebody has watched the honourable mentions. I know a few of you did. There's some good albums in that. A lot of them could have made me top 10 as well this year, but yeah, there was so much, it was very hard to choose. But these are my favourite albums. These are the albums I've listened to the most out of all the stuff from 2023. But so yeah, it's a good selection of stuff, a lot of different genres by the look of it as well, and yeah, so it's a good list. So I really enjoyed all this stuff that's in this list. So thanks everybody for watching the last one. I will link it below if you haven't seen my honourable mentions, because there's a lot of good stuff there. Really enjoying everybody's end of the year lists. Picked up a load of stuff I didn't get, not picked it up, but made note of a load of stuff I have to get from other people's lists, which is great. And so that's it. So yeah, this will be the final video of the year, I'd say, at this stage. I'll be back in the new year with an update. I've got a load of shit to show you. Update. I bought a load of stuff there in the last few days with vouchers and stuff from Christmas presents and that. So I'll do all that together as well. So yeah, so without further ado, let's get kicking off. Okay, the first album. Sorry, just getting out, swig it here. Okay, at number 10 position. Music's a bit loud, is it? At number 10 position, this album just sort of snuck in at number 10, but I love this album. One of my favourite metal bands. I've been following this band since they came out first, the old David Wayne days. So yep, there's a hint for you, you know who it is. So it's the latest by Metal Church, Congregation of Annihilation. This album came out in, I have a couple of little notes with dates and stuff. This is their 13th album, which is incredible, brilliant band. Numerous singers for numerous reasons, as we know. But this is the return of Metal Church since the passing of the late great Mike Howe, and the new singer Mark Lopez is on this. He's a great singer. I really, really like it. The more I listen to this album, the more I'm really getting into it. So this came out on May 26th, so it's out a while. A lot of these albums that I picked are pretty much early in the year, I think, because that's how I got listening to them so much. There was some great releases near the end of the year, which I wouldn't have listened to much. But yeah, absolutely, really, really enjoy this. This is a great album by Metal Church. Couple of singles on it. Congregation of Annihilation was a single. Making Monsters, I think, I absolutely love that song. A couple of bonus tracks on this as well. But yeah, I think Mark Lopez does a great job on this. It's just standard black vinyl. This came out on Reaper Entertainment. I think I mentioned them a lot in my last video. They're putting out a hell of a lot of stuff. But yeah, really, really solid stuff. He has little bits of David Wayne and Mike it sometimes in his voice as well. But he's a really good singer. I'd love to see these live this year now, but I can't see Metal Church coming there unless they're supporting someone. But yeah, so at number 10 spot, Congregation of Annihilation. If you like just standard heavy metal and you don't know this Metal Church album yet, have a good listen to it. It's worth it. It's definitely a good album. Okay, sorry, just get rid of that one. Okay, number 9. Now this is a band. Excuse me, I keep drinking. This is a Scottish band I was hoping to see in January, but I believe they're not playing at the Dead of Winter Fest now. Unfortunately, it would have been good to see them. But there's plenty of other great acts on, so it's still going to be good. Still trying to get the flights to it. Fucking flights are ridiculous from Ireland because there's a fucking Glasgow Derby at the weekend at football, and fucking price like 300 quid. It's crazy, but anyway, I'll get it sorted before the end of January. Okay, so up next is a bit of Scottish old school death metal. So this is Coffin Mulch. This is their debut. I do have their Septic Funeral EPs. This is a bit of a change from it. This is very old school, sort of Swedish sounding HM2 fucking death metal. Absolutely love it. Brilliant quality cover of it is just fantastic. It's a great fucking album. A lot of people talking about the vocalist, and yeah, I honestly don't know his fucking name, but I could find out. So it's on a kit. This is a Galaxy Swirl or something it was. This came out in the 30th of June. I'm just looking for the vocalist's name. Is it Al? It is Al. I could have done that very easily. Yeah, so a lot of people talking about Al's kind of hardcore style vocals that don't suit it, but that's bullshit. You listen to it. They do suit it, and it's a great release from Coffin Mulch. Spectral Intercession, great song. Mental Suicide in the grip of death. It's all good. Like, you just need to listen to this if you haven't heard it and you're into old school death metal. Really, really good, solid, good album by Coffin Mulch. That could have rose higher on my list too, as all these could have. But yeah, what a great album by Coffin Mulch. Well done, lads. Shame I'm not going to see you in January, but yeah, things happen. Okay, next up we've got a CD. I think Big David Cavernous Carnage sent me this. I still have to get it in vinyl. It'll be one of my priority buys in January. Definitely. Absolutely love this band. I think they're from Norway, aren't they? I think they are. This came out on the 3rd of March, and yeah, it's their 16th album. I do have a few albums of theirs, and I love this band. This extreme, progressive extreme metal, black metal, there's electronica stuff in it. It's just, no album of theirs is the same. Their last album, Utgard, would have been on my end of the year list as well when it came out, and I absolutely love this band. You've got clean vocals, kind of black vocals. You've got a bit of fucking everything. This band is very hard to put a title on, but this is Heimdall from Enslaved. This is a savage album. I'll try to get the cover out so it's not glary. Probably still going to be any, but yeah, another savage album by Enslaved. Absolutely great band. Sorry, nice pictures written. No, but there you go. But yeah, they're from Norway, aren't they? I'm pretty sure they are. But yeah, it's a bit of a change from their early days, obviously. But they have progressed, and they are progressive. And out Nuclear Blast, what did I say? Came out on the 3rd of March, 16th album, crazy. But another solid release from Enslaved. What a great band. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, next up, we're going back to Scotland. Now I've seen this album, it's featured on most people's lists, or a lot of people's lists, and it's not surprising, because it is fucking absolutely excellent. Sorry, there's a hype sticker falling out here as I'm trying to do something with it, but yeah. So this is, what album is this? This is the 3rd full length by Hellripper. I don't have all of the early releases. I do have Fair the Poisons, and I absolutely loved that when it came out, and I still do. It's a great album. But this is just one notch up better for me. I think this is just solid, all good, solid songs. It's Black and Speed trash. I don't know about trash, but it's Black and Speed metal anyhow. But yeah, absolutely great. James McBain. He's been the name all over social media this year in the metal scene, only because of how good he is and how good this album is. But this is just quality all over it. The Nuck La Vie, the Warlock Grimm's title track is fucking amazing. The Curse Carrying Crown, another one of my favourites there. Poison Womb. It's all fucking good. It's all good. I think there's even bagpipes in this as well at some stage. But solid album. Great band. I think they're actually playing in Ireland in the next couple of days. But didn't get tickets for it, obviously. Too much going on with the January trips, so but hopefully I'll get to see him again sometime. But yeah, solid album by Hellripper. Number 7, Warlock's Grim. Really good stuff. Next up, we have number 6. Yeah, number 6. Another bit of death metal. Now, I didn't know this band. They're only out since 2020, apparently. They come from Transylvania. This is one of those albums that it just fucking stuck with me and just hit me when I heard it. I just absolutely fell in love with it. It's old school death metal. It's their first album. Came out on the 10th of February. Absolutely amazing album. This came out from Cavernous Records. Chris released this, and from day one when I heard this, it's just amazing. I'm into all old school death metal and horror and everything, and it's just, you just get that vibe of it. It's mid-paced death metal. It's doomy in places. The vocals sound like you're fucking dead. It's fucking brilliant. Absolutely love it. This is a great release. It's all the lyrics are in their foreign tongue. There's a Transylvanian, is that a language? I'm not sure. Romanian or something. But this is a Repulsi Post-Mortem from Putrid. Now, I've mentioned this up 10 times on my channel over the year, just because how good it is. I did buy another couple of their early demos on CD as well from Chris at Cavernous, and they're fucking fantastic as well. So hopefully that's a bit better to see. The cover of it, I love the cover of it. It's really just, it has that kind of old Italian Fulci horror look. There's the lyrics there. They're all in whatever language is, Romanian, something like that. Anyhow, but yeah, doesn't take anything away from the album. 4-piece on this. They were a 3-piece at one stage, but they added Corina on bass, and fantastic. Makes a hell of a difference. So just love the production on this. It's just the sound. Everything sounds just fantastic. It sounds very Cavernous. It's the perfect album for Cavernous Records, and it's just, yeah, it's just horror infused. I love just putting this on and getting on with shit. It's on in the background. It's just fucking excellent. Brilliant release from Putrid. Can't wait to see what they put out next, the next full length. So yeah, go check them out if you haven't already. Over on Cavernous Records there, Chris. Solid release. Solid number 6. That could have been way up the list too. As I said. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, up at number 5. Now this is a band from Northern Ireland, not too far away from me. A one-man project. Wearing the t-shirt, so you probably know what it is already. We're listening to it in the background as well. Do you want a little blast? It's fucking... This is a killer album as well. I bought a lot of black metal this year, but I seem to buy a lot of old school black metal albums because I'm only, really getting into it still, Yeah, some new stuff, but a lot of old stuff. But for me, this was the best black metal release this year. Now, I haven't heard tons like the rest of yourselves and all that, but so this is by one man band. I don't like that word, but one man project. Andrew McKenna. Andrew, soundest bloke ever. Speak to him a good lot on social media about movies, and he's just a fucking cool dude. So this is Dratna, if you haven't already taken the logo out, and this is Fomere. I keep pronouncing, and I don't know if I'm ever going to pronounce that right. So this came out on Fia Productions, and Gary from Cryptic Blood introduced me to this band, to Dratna, a while back. I bought their previous cassette as well. A previous full length, and I bought all their stuff digitally from Andrew's Bandcamp page, and it's all fucking absolutely fantastic. So yeah, lovely cool shell. So this is atmospheric black metal at its best. Hard to believe this is a one-man project. Like, the composition of this stuff is just, how he puts it all together is just phenomenal. It's just mind-blowing for me to think that one person could do this. It's absolutely brilliant. It's really atmospheric. It's all about Irish mythology. There's kind of not folky elements, but there's traditional music elements in it as well, and it's just brilliant. The vocals on it are great, and I love the cover. Sean Fitzgerald art, is it? Is it Sean Fitzgerald? I'm gonna say it's Sean Fitzgerald. It mightn't even be. Yeah, writing's very small on the old cassette thing card, but yeah, this is fantastic. If you like atmospheric black metal, which I do, it's just a hell of a listen. It's definitely worth checking out if you don't know it. Sorry, just trying to get a little sticker back in the camera as well. So yeah, at number 5 is Dratna Fomere. I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, solid atmospheric black metal. The composition of that stuff just always blows my mind how good it is. But yeah, solid number 5. Up next at number 3, fucking killer band. 3 albums out. I'm missing their debut still. What's it called? Something the Wall. I can never get it right. But yeah, solid band. This band's from the States. They released another album, Killgrid, and it was on my top of the end of the year list. Was it 2 years ago? Because that was just bananas. Have they even topped it this year? Well, they put out just as good. So for me, this was excellent. So this is out on Century Media Records, and this is Enforced War Remains, crossover trash, very much in the kind of fucking power trip vein. You have to put them in that sort of same category, because that's what they are. It's brilliant trash. It's just crossover elements, breakdowns. This is just a mosh fest, this album. It's absolutely fantastic. It had a single out, was it War Remains itself, and yeah, start to finish, absolutely solid record. I love this album. I love this band. I love this style of metal. Black vinyl. Definitely a worthy number 4 on my list. Yeah, if you're into like kind of power trip stuff, that sort of thing, and you don't know Enforced, I'd be surprised at this stage. But yeah, check out War Remains. It's a beast of an album. Just over half an hour long, but it doesn't let you go for half an hour, man. It's absolutely excellent. Great album. Love it. Okay. Top 3. Now, top 3 for me was really tough, because I absolutely love all these 3 albums. Are just fantastic for me. One of them was out a bit later in the year. One of them came out in October. That's hence why it didn't make the top spot. One of them came out at the very start of the year, and then one of them came out around April, and it's just brilliant. So, up at number 3, the second album from US/Newcastle rockers, 70s style rock, heavy metal rock, whichever you want, but twin vocals, an amazing guitar player who played with an amazing new wave British heavy metal band, and it still is. He's one of my favourite guitar players. It's so melodic, the melodies that guy plays with. Yeah, what is it? It's Tanit and Voyage. Cindy Maynard, Russ Tippins, and the poor old drummer, I can never remember his name. Their previous album I had from another time, I had that on my top of the year list a couple of years ago, 2019 when it was out. But this came out on Metal Blade Records. Black vinyl, not a nice black vinyl in this, but yes, what a great album this is. If you're into just brilliant rock or heavy metal, old school heavy metal. Russ Tippins, guitar player with one of the guitar players with Satan, and Satan's all over this. Not himself, but the fucking guitar work. If you know Satan and know them well, I absolutely adore Satan. You'd know it was Russ Tippins that was playing in this band. So melodic, load of brilliant singles come out from this. What was it? Olympus by Dawn, Snow Tiger. If you don't know this band, just check out Snow Tiger. Give it a listen. Listen to the whole way through and listen to the guitar work and bass playing. Cindy Maynard's a brilliant bass player and a brilliant singer, and cannot get enough of this band. Swear to God, they've only got 2 albums out, but I can't stop listening to them. They're so good. I listened to the song Citadel yesterday from the first album, and oh my God, what a brilliant album! But absolutely brilliant. Love the cover. I love everything about this band. Russ Tippins is a guitar god in my eyes, man. He's so good, so melodic. But yes, could have been number 1 that very easily. It's so good. It's so good. So yeah. So this came out in April, 21st of April. Their second album, as I said. Just looking at my notes. But yes, wow. What an amazing album. What an amazing band. Look forward to the next one already. This was only out and I'm looking for another one. That's how good they are. Okay, the top 2. Now, I could say the top 2 could have switched, but not really. Because this number 1 album at number 2 came out in 27th of October, so it's not out that long really. But I've listened to it a shit ton. Bought it on CD as well because there was a bonus CD of performance that they done during actually a couple of singles that they released during the pandemic, and didn't realise that there was a fucking double vinyl edition with those 4 tracks, those 4 covers in it. So I bought the album singly and I bought CD because I seen that there was an extra CD of those 4 singles, and I was just not pissed, but I am going to be looking for the double vinyl because I want those 4 tracks on vinyl because they're excellent covers by Sabbath, Saxon, and it's just fucking brilliant. So this is a Swedish band. Now it's probably one of my current favourite bands in metal, down to the music, down to the vocals, down to everything about them. So this is some epic heavy metal from Sweden. So this is Sorcerer and Reign of the Reaper. Sorcerer's 4th full length. Isn't it 4? I think it's the 4th full length. They're just behind me here anyhow, but yeah, absolutely amazing, epic, heavy doom metal. Not as much, there is some doomy elements in this, but not as much as their previous stuff, but it's just epic. I think, as I said before, one of the strings of that, it's Tony Martin era Black Sabbath all over it. It's come out in some kind of, is that brown or grey or some sort of shitty looking vinyl, but doesn't matter, it sounds brilliant. Metal Blade Records. Absolutely amazing band. Anders Engberg is just such an amazing singer. I'm always going on about these. I have for the last year or 2, but I just absolutely love them. If you're into just solid, epic, traditional heavy metal, Black Sabbath, you gotta hear these guys if you don't know them. So yeah, The Morning Star was the first single of the album, and then Reign of the Reaper was brilliant. I love Eternal Sleep, A Curse of Medusa. Oh, Jesus, what a song, what an album. Love the cover. It's just savage band, Sorcerer. Now, if this other album hadn't been out, obviously this would have been my number 1. But yeah, so that's it. Sorcerer number 2. Reign of the Reaper. What a brilliant album. There's been so much good stuff this year. It's been fucking crazy. But sure, that's all to our advantage, isn't it? So yeah, so that's that. At number 1. Now, I don't know if this is going to make number 1 for a lot of people, but it is for me. For every reason possible. For nostalgia, following this band since the 80s, they've always been massive. They're probably one of the, if not the most extreme, well, one of the first extreme bands that I've ever heard. Always wanted to see them live, got to see them live this year, and they were fucking phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant. Still as good as ever, don't care how old the guys are, how many albums they've put out. They put out 11 albums, this is their 11th album. So this came out in January 13th, one of the first albums of the year. Well, the first one I can remember. I remember pre-ordering it before Christmas, and it came in early January last year, or this year. We're still in 23. But anyway, fucking death metal legends. not Cannibal Corpse, although that was on the honorable mentions. So this is the 11th studio album, and this has definitely been my favorite album this year. I've listened to it so many times. I can put it on now, and it's still fresh to me. I still love it. I still think everything's brilliant on it. 10 brilliant songs out on Relapse Records. So number one album and favorite for me, no problem, is Obituaries, Dying of Everything. Absolutely fucking brilliant stuff. 6 years since the self-titled Obituary album, and this is better. This is just fucking solid. I think this came out on a You've Been Tangoed orange vinyl. Pretty wild, alright, but yeah, what a great album. Band was brilliant live. Absolutely made my year seeing Obituary, and this album is just a beast of an album. It's just brilliant Obituary album. Guys haven't lost anything in all the years. So yeah, Barely Alive, The Wrong Time, Dying of Everything, Torn Apart, War. Yeah, it's just fucking solid album. So definitely my favourite album I've played the most this year. Could just go and listen to it now again. Maybe I will, because it's just absolutely brilliant. But yeah, definitely album of the year for me. Obituary, Dying of Everything. So that's it, guys. That is where I'll leave you. Yeah, as I say, it's probably going to be my last video this year. I'll wait till next week. It's next week already, to do a collection update and go from there. A couple of live streams coming up in January as well. Then we have the Scotland trip. So yeah, it's exciting times on the channel. Got a few new subscribers. It's always a good period to get some subscribers. People are sitting at home watching YouTube videos, so that's great. So cheers everybody for that. And that's it, guys. Hope you all have a happy New Year's Eve, whatever, if you do anything. I don't myself, because it's just another day. That sounds like a song. But yeah, that's it, guys. So thank you all very much for continuing to watch my bollocks shite talk. But yeah, that's it. Have a lovely week, whatever you're doing. I'm off for a few days, so take care and cheers. Thanks. See you. Bye.